Hello friends, today we have Hiral Shah with us to talk about what is thalassemia and how it's cured. So over to you, Hiral.
Yeah. So, firstly, thank you so much for inviting me to speak about thalassemia.
You're welcome.
Thalassemia is a genetic disorder, and it has two types, like alpha thalassemia and beta thalassemia, right? And among them, we have thalassemia major, thalassemia minor, and thalassemia intermediate. So,
Okay.
these are the types of thalassemia.
So basically, what is thalassemia and how it's what are types you said,
Right.
but
right.
what is thalassemia
So,
actually?
right. So, thalassemia is a genetic disorder in which a person's body cannot produce red blood cells.
Okay.
So, in simple words, if I can explain, that is like if we know that a car needs petrol to run, right? So, similarly, thalassemia warriors, like the thalassemia patients like us, needs lifelong blood transfusions to survive, to live life. So without blood transfusions, we are not able to survive.
Okay, and what duration you need this transformation?
So it depends on the age of the warrior, then again the hemoglobin of the warrior, and how frequent it is. So basically it is like 15 to 20 days. It depends on like the criteria I have already told, and 10 to 15 days, 15 to 20 days, or even once a month. So it all depends on the warrior.
So what are the symptoms of thalassemia?
Okay.
How someone can know that this person is thalassemic person?
Okay. So the first thing is thalassemia. You cannot have thalassemia after later age, right? So thalassemia can be detected at the early age, like from birth to maybe 1 year, that given period of time. So in that the symptoms are what I had as a symptoms. So I was very weak, fatigue, then I had fever, then I couldn't eat that time. I was just crying day and night, and my hemoglobin was just dropping day and night. So the frequency of blood transfusion is very like high that time, and yeah, so these are all the symptoms like fatigue and weakness, and child is crying, and they don't know what it is. So to diagnose thalassemia, we need to take a blood test, so that can be diagnosed only with the blood test.
Okay. And what are the treatments or cure we can give a thalassemic person?
Yeah. Okay. So given the treatment we have, as I have mentioned, that lifelong blood transfusions, like whether it is 15 to 20 days, or 20 days to 25 days, or once a month, or this is a lifelong process. Okay. And the cure I can talk about, that is one cure is there, that is stem cell transplant and bone marrow transplant. But in this case, you need to have a related donor, like your sibling can donate your bone marrow, and that can be like matched by 90 or 100%. Only then it can be successful. So bone marrow transplant and stem cell is the cure, we can say. But apart from this, we have novel therapy also nowadays, like from 10 years. It is not the complete cure, but it helped a warrior like me and my friends with thalassemia, like taking the blood transfusions.
And what is exactly this therapies?
So in this novel therapy, it is a combination of drugs, like the medicines we need to take, and like frequently the frequency of blood transfusions has been reduced by taking this treatment. So earlier I used to take blood transfusions like 15 to 20 days, after every 10 to 15 days, 15 to 20 days. But when I have started with this therapy, then from first I was taking blood in 15 to 20 days, then it was in 1 month, then 3 months, then 5 months, 6 months, and now from 8 years, I don't need blood transfusion.
Oh, that's very good.
Yes, and that is because of this new novel therapy treatment.
And how can we prevent it?
Okay, so thalassemia can be prevented, of course, by doing just a simple blood test. Like we need to tell people about the thalassemia screening or the thalassemia test they need to do. Because why? How we can prevent it? Like there is a HB electrophoresis. This is the name of the test. HB electrophoresis or thalassemia test.
Okay.
So a person needs to do this test just once in a lifetime.
Okay.
Because why it is important? As I mentioned, thalassemia minor and thalassemia major. So we have ourselves, like we live in a world like full of thalassemia minor people around us, but the people don't know that they have thalassemia. Only when they get tested for HB or this test, they will get to know that they are thalassemia minor. And why it is important? Because when two thalassemia minor comes together and they get married, the chances of the babies having thalassemia is more. And that's why we don't need we don't want our future generations to survive and this deadly disorder, I can say. So I request everyone, and we want to tell everyone to please get tested for thalassemia. So it is important to get tested for thalassemia, at least like maybe if it's possible before marriage, or if it's not possible before pregnancy.
Okay. Is this thalassemia is differ from how it differ from being a iron deficiency anemic?
Okay, so this is very good question. Anemia is completely different. Anemia, that means your hemoglobin level is very less in your body, but you don't need blood transfusions. Whereas in thalassemia, you need blood transfusions, that too lifelong.
Okay.
Yes, so that is the problem. And of course, in iron deficiency, they need iron, and in thalassemia, we don't need iron in our body. We need to flush out the iron from our body. So excess iron is very harmful or dangerous to our health.
Yes. So how a thalassemic person can lead a normal life, or what they have to take care of in a everyday routine.
Okay, so in daily life, we need to take care of taking the medicines every day. Apart from that, taking the blood transfusions on time. Like we need to do blood reports on frequent basis, like 15 to 20 days. Then taking the blood transfusions after even while, like after the cycle. And yeah, in normal life we can do anything, like whatever they want to do, going to school or college or job, or maybe doing other activities, so they can do anything.
Like they do they like they can if they are getting married. So and some maybe let's see if the girl is having thalassemia major. So what kind of precautions she has to take?
Okay, right. So if a girl has thalassemia and a
Is it
boy,
possible that to get married with that condition?
sure, definitely. So many of my friends are getting married, and they are married. Thalassemia warriors are getting married, of course. So The formula is when a girl, or suppose I am thalassemia major, and if I marry a normal person, then the chances of having thalassemia major to our kids is less. Then the if I marry a other thalassemia person, yeah, thalassemia warrior. So if I marry one another, like another thalassemia person, then the chances are like the 100% that our kids will have thalassemia. So in that case, we don't want to have the future generation this thalassemia. But of course, to get married is not at all problem. Many of my friends are married, and just you need to take care that if you want like your future generation to be there, then if you have thalassemia, then you can marry to a normal person. That's
Okay.
not a problem at all.
My next question is when we can go for this thalassemic test. So is there any particular period or something like that?
No, nothing like that. You can go anytime to get yourself tested for thalassemia, like before marriage or before pregnancy.
So
That is the criteria.
if today I want to go for this test, or I want to take my kid who is 13, and if I want to go for that thalassemic test for him, can I?
Yes, sure, definitely.
And what I have to tell them, that I have to just do the thalassemia test. That's
Right.
it. Or
You can say you want to do HbA2 test or thalassemia test or electrophoresis. So these all are the names of
so it
this
can be
test.
done without the doctor prescription as well.
Yes, sure.
Okay. So my next question is, can a person with the thalassemia lead a normal life?
Definitely, sure. So as you can see me, I have thalassemia major. I am thalassemia major warrior, and I live absolutely normal life. I can do like anything like normal person is doing, like from schooling, doing college, making my career, going to job, and anything like a normal person. We can live a life like a normal person.
So is there any particular precaution they have to take, or something they have to take care of?
So about the routine, I can say that we need to take certain medicines and the iron chelations, because as we are taking blood transfusions frequently, we need to remove the iron from our body, and that's why it is important to take those medicines on a regular basis, daily basis, and that's why these are the medicines and injections we need to take to flush out the iron from our body.
So I want to ask that I heard that who is the person who is suffering from thalassemia major, they have a short life. I mean, very limited life. As I have a friend whose daughter was suffering from thalassemia major.
Earlier it was like that. Even when I was diagnosed with thalassemia, that time the doctors told my parents that this girl will live only till 7 years. After that she cannot survive. But I am 30 plus now, and I know thalassemia warriors around the world. They are 60 plus, so 50 plus, 60 plus, and they are living absolutely normal life. So this is just a myth, I can say. In today's world we have a lot of technology and the research going on, and the gene therapy is coming to India, and the great treatments are there. So I don't think so that I think age is just a number, and this is not like we just live 10 years, 20 years or 30 years nowadays. So I have many friends who are 40, 50 years.
If you have any message for your friends, thalassemic person, or a normal friends, what message you would like to give?
Yeah, a message to my thalassemia warriors, that is thalassemia is just a part of our life and not our life, right? So thalassemia, we can do anything and everything with thalassemia. Don't limit yourself by saying to anyone that I have thalassemia and because I cannot do this or do that. So that is a misconception and myth, as we know that we are capable of anything and everything. And as we know, the government say that we are disabled. So we are not disabled, we are specially able. We can do wonders in the world, like we are doctors, engineers and teachers around us. And the normal people, the normal person who is watching this video, I'm just requesting you to please donate blood after every 3 months and get yourself tested for thalassemia and help thalassemia warriors. Thank you.